I love this song that I wrote. I need to get it to you guys because it's absolutely amazing. And it's the story of Jabez. And I decided to put it in a song because it's one of my favorite stories in the Bible alongside Solomon, because Solomon is the bomb. But the song is simple, and it is the prayer of Jabez. And it simply says, "Oh God, bless me, enlarge my territory so I can just be popping." You know, that's just my version of it. That's not really what he says, but it's something like what he says, okay? And the whole matter of the story is this. Like, I definitely want to live that prayer because, like, I just feel like, you know, when you have God, you have like this invisible shield that you just, stuff is happening and people are looking at you as if it's you and it's not you, but they can't see him, but they see him, but they don't recognize that it's him because they don't know yet until they find out, until you tell them that it's God. It's just magic. It's absolute magic. So I just finished writing an excerpt. Is that right? Is that the word? Excerpt. Hey, Tyrone. For my friend David's book. I'm super excited. His book is called Unapologetic. And so I'm going to be one of the features. He has a lot of amazing stuff that he's up to. So I'm just happy for him. You know, you just be happy for somebody. And so I told him that I was going to write my portion right before I did my morning stuff. And just as I thought, I am super fired up because his book is about being unapologetic. And it was funny as I started to think about what that meant for me. I began to write out. Just think about the experiences that I've had in my life that have allowed me to be who you see today. And then I'm evolving, I'm growing, I'm on the path, I'm on purpose, on journey, I'm moving forward, right? In progress. And so are you, hopefully. And if you're not, it starts today, right now. You're now choosing to progress. And so the excitement is because when I think about all the things that people said I couldn't do, that people said I shouldn't do, when I think about all the stuff, like there were just so many rules that I was following from other people that have nothing to do with anything. And it was their fears. It was their stuff that they've been taught. And I used to walk around trying to shrink down. I used to be worried about, you know, my name being Lakeisha. Oh, I should have put that in there. People said that because my name was Lakeisha, nobody would pay me. Nobody would give me a job. Like, people said some crazy stuff. People would tell me all these things. If I sing anything other than gospel, I will go to hell. Matter of fact, I'm going to hell anyway because we weren't supposed to design our nails. You can't wear nail designs. You can't wear pants. Okay. All of these things will send you to hell. So, I mean, in other people's books, I'm hell bound. Look at that. Like, there are people living their lives. Hola, Carolina, I have so much to give you today. So hang tight. But you look at your life and there are rules. And listen, I love the people that told me that. I'm not mad at them. You know, when they told me that, even when I was a kid, I would just be like, what are you talking about? This makes no sense. I don't believe you. Boo, you suck. So needless to say, I always got in trouble. But like, when I really think about all the stuff that my loved ones are still subscribing to, like, I just choose to not subscribe to it. I believe that we are here to have life and more abundantly. I believe you can have heaven on earth. I believe that you are just getting started. I believe that you don't have to shrink down to make other people feel comfortable. Like, I don't want nobody to think I'm cocky. I don't want nobody to think I'm jealous. I don't want nobody to think I'm fill in the blank. How do you feel? Psych, I actually am not responsible for other people's emotions, so I could care less, actually, because you know what? I won't even know unless they tell me something, because everything else I make in my mind is not a fact. It's a story. And so how about I got enough stories to manage up in this big old brain? I'm not going to be managing fake stories of what I think people think about me. No. And I'm not going to be directing my actions to manage how you feel. Like, I cannot. So I'm excited because I just realized that you just need to be yourself. Okay. And I didn't just realize that, but I get excited when I think about all the things that people said I shouldn't or couldn't or whatever. And then the same people come ask me for stuff and they come, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, I'm actually not even feeling the kind of way about when they ask me things. I'm happy to help you, enlighten you, that you don't have to follow these rules that are made by someone that other people didn't question. You know, the unforgettable people in the world are the people who actually questioned stuff that people were saying. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who we still talk about today who are long gone from this planet are the people who went against status quo. You know, it's absolutely wild that if we're in public, we're looking at someone wrong or like they're crazy if they're smiling, if they're dancing, if they're happy. What in the heck is wrong with us? So I don't subscribe to it. And I know that if you're watching, obviously you don't get the same because, I mean, I'm not as conventional as most. And I don't choose to be, and I never will. The end. So anyway, I'm excited for that purpose. That is all. That was my excitement. I'm just excited about life and the fact that if someone tells me a rule, I'm definitely going to question it. I'm definitely going to try it and true for my heart and soul and see if it resonates. And if it doesn't, it's off with the rule. Off with the rule. If the rule had a head, I would say off with the head, the rule's head, because I don't care. You don't dumb down nor dim your light. Nope. And I used to actually used to dumb down stuff too. Like there was a part of me, because I'm a pretty smart cookie, and not in a sense of, I don't know, I'm smart. I'm a nerd. Like I love technology. I love information. I am like for fun, I consume books faster than, like, it's just like a drug to me. Like I am obsessed with learning. And so I know a lot of stuff. And I used to think because I was young that I couldn't talk about it, that nobody would take me serious. And I mean, I'm 30 years old, have over 900 members. I teach a lot of people, and the ages range from 20 to 60, right? So I actually had to give myself permission to own what I know, to not be sorry for what I know, and to move forward with what I know, and to still be humble. You can be humble, but let people know I know what's up, right? Because what happens is when you start shrinking, people take advantage of you too. So you know what? You just have to know your heart. You have to know your heart. And I think that we ultimately judge people by their heart. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was talking, I will have to admit to you guys. So when I got in my car the other day, we were talking on Facebook Live just like 2 nights ago, and I talked about Cardi B, and I just couldn't believe that this person who was super famous and influential said that Cardi B had a good message. And so I instantly was human AF, and I judged. I was like, she don't got no good message. And when I really thought about what I'm about to say is this: people like Cardi B because of her heart. Because you can tell the girl like literally every time I saw her, you can see she means well. She just has some rough edges and some rough messages. And it's only based on her life experiences. And so that's all she knows. Like, what do I expect her to be? Jesus? She's not Jesus. So I have to retract my statement and say, you know what? Who cares? Like, actually, I don't care. She's being who she is. And you can tell from her energy that she just has a good heart. So that's what people are attracted to. So shame on me for judging. And at the end of the day, what I was getting sensitive about is the messages that I heard from her I look at my family members who are young women who think that showing their butt in broad afternoon daylight is a thing. It's actually just my responsibility to support them in knowing, you know, how to walk this earth, you know what I'm saying, with some respect for themselves and blah, blah, blah. It ain't Cardi B job. So then I was like, you know what? Get off of Cardi B. So shame on me, right? But it's because people are attracted to good, whether good is wrapped up in a Cardi B or not, right? So here's the real truth. Be who you are and always be committed to growth. Because at one point, I mean, I don't know, I never really grew up like that. But if you are who you are and you're committed to evolving into something better and better and better and better for the rest of your life, what I thought was cute 10 years ago, I don't think is cute now. And so I have to also judge with that in mind, because who made me God, right? So moral of the story is be yourself, be committed to progressing. Don't be walking around acting like you're Jesus and you can deem people left and right. Because when Cardi B came on in my car, like 2 nights, whatever day, yesterday, when came on in my car, I was like, let me actually give her music a chance. So, because I don't listen, I'm a lyricist. I'm a writer. So like lyrics pop out of me. Most people hear music and they hear a beat. I instantly hear the words. So every time I would hear Cardi B, I would literally hear her talking about sucking D, you know, taking somebody man and how good her vagina was. So I literally just dismissed her because I was like, what in the heck? Like I was like, right? And so I just judged her. But then when I said, let me just let the song play through. And then I started thinking from an artist perspective, because I'm an artist. You write about your experiences. When I was listening to the songs, I was like, okay, she's just talking about what she went through. It's a little ratchet, but actually, I've had that scenario. I know friends who have had that scenario. We may not have vocalized it with these words that are negative or whatever. And then who made the words negative? So then I said, you know what? Just leave her alone, right? And then I thought about how many people, because every artist I love, they're not a saint just because they don't use the word penis out loud, right? So I was like, what in the world? She has really good real life messages. See what I'm saying? See, I had to listen to the song. And when I heard the song, I was like, actually, I've been through that situation. And my disconnect was every time I saw her, it was only in 1 or 2 minute situations. And it just was ratchet. And the disconnect is your kid, my kid, sees this in these little certs and they try to be what she's portraying. So that's why I had this negative thing. So, and I'm just seeking to understand. If I understand the artist, then I would understand that she's talking about stuff that I've actually went through too. It's just how she's saying it that could be taken and whatever. But that's art. Art is left up to be interpreted by the person. So really, we just got to guard your kids because you can't control what's being on TV and what's being put out. Am I a Cardi B fan? No. Do I understand her now? Yes. The end. So anyway, that's my recap from the other day. If you follow me from the other day, we were talking about Cardi B and I was like, nah. And I'm like, oh, now I get it. But it still goes back to what I said, which was people like her spirit. She does have good energy. She's just a hurt girl trying to come up. Well, she done came up and now she's like, you know, whatever. We have to love them all. We all got a cousin like Cardi B. So listen, this is not about Cardi B. It's actually just, it's fun for me to poke at it. But the moral of the story is being apologetic. I'm super excited about this book and I will keep you guys posted when it comes out. I love what I wrote too, because I was just like, write it out, flow it out. And it was just a moment for me to look at all the moments where I decided to not be sorry. I love that song that whoever sings it, baby, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Like, I don't even know what the rest of the song is about, but because I don't listen to it. But the fact that she's saying, I'm not sorry. Oh, like, no, I'm not sorry for standing up for what I believe in. I'm not sorry for stating my truth. I'm not sorry for freaking being myself and changing my mind. I'm not sorry for that. And so if everybody would actually live a little bit more unapologetic and not living to bend to make other people feel comfortable, like, I don't want to do that. You know, I used to hang with some people and I stopped hanging with them because they were talking about someone that I knew and loved. And I said, well, why wouldn't we have her be here so that we can just get the truth of all parties? See, I don't like when people, especially women, they love doing that. Talking about what happened. Let's just call the person that you're talking about. Like if it's me, I need you to call me so I can be a part of y'all's little huddle, right? And so they were talking and I just made the suggestion, how about we call her because I know her and she doesn't, that's not who she is. So can we give her an opportunity? People got mad at me for not just taking a side. And I was like, well, I don't do that. And they basically were like, well, you should be with us because we believe, you know, whatever. Like they were looking for a reason to be mad. And I said, actually, no, I'm going to stand by myself. I don't agree with this. Right. And then people started looking crazy. People that I thought I loved. I mean, I loved them from afar, but like people that I thought were my friends, like ride or die friends, are acting out of character. Their character wasn't in alignment with my character. So I didn't shrink. I could have said quiet. I could have just whatever. No, I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to tell you guys why. And I'm not sorry for it. So song of the day is the song, baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I want you to reflect today and think about what are you no longer apologizing for? What are you no longer apologizing for? Right? And what do you just choose to now release? Like, are you the person that is bending and shifting to make other people comfortable? Like, no longer do that. If they're gonna get mad, if they're not gonna have the money for it, oh well, they gotta figure it out, especially grown people. I used to feel so bad for my family members. So I would try to be stressing myself out so they can do things. And then I realized every time I help you, you're back in the same situation. And while it hurts me, I'm going to have to release myself from your drama. And I'm not sorry because, and I'm not cocky with it. I'm just not going to be sitting here stressed out for areas of your life that you're not willing to grow. I'm not responsible for your life and your emotions and your whatever. These situations that you get yourself into is not my responsibility. You can call me what you want, because trust and believe that being unapologetic means that people get to call you names because they think you act in a kind of way. But when you know your heart is good, when you know you're in the right place, you're going to have to just walk and be willing to be called crazy. You're going to have to be willing to be called delusional. You're going to have to be willing to be called stuck up. You think you all that? You're going to have to be willing to take these types of titles when you're deciding that you are who you are and you're not apologizing for it. So they can call you what they want. Okay? Like, period. And so I think that's what's interesting about, even celebrities. We don't know these people. We know the art that they put out, but we don't know the person at heart. And art is art. It's a creation. It comes from a moment, whatever. You are left to interpret it, right? And so it's just interesting. I just want to remind you today, just be yourself and don't be sorry for it. Like, if you feel like, today, you know what? I'm not dealing with this no more. When I was in an abusive relationship, when I started saying, I actually am not okay with this, that's when the fights would happen. And then it was until when I made a decision that I am willing to die for my freedom, to be released from this foolishness, that's when things changed. I was tiptoeing around trying to leave, but let him still feel comfortable. I was tiptoeing around trying to pursue my life, but not make him feel like he was less than. I had to understand that I don't have no control over that. Because you can never satisfy most people, you'll never satisfy them. And you have to understand that your job is to just be the best version of you, and that people see you doing that and they will shine and they will give themselves permission to do the same. And that is all. That is all. That is absolutely all. I ain't got time to be worried about what you're thinking about. Call it what you want. I love Drake got a song that say, I made a decision last night, I die for it. What? He was like, basically, I've decided that I'm going all the way in, and if I have to die trying, I'm going to get this. Obviously, it works. I'm just saying. What's up, Denise? Lakeisha. Hello, be yourself all day, every day. Exactly, Charlene. And you know what? It's easier said than done, because I used to walk around in those scenarios I just described, thinking that I was myself. It's very interesting how we shrink. It's very interesting how we shrink, especially when you're hanging around people who ain't trying to do nothing in their life. So you trying to stay basic, but rise above. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You trying to stay living this basic situation, but you also want to rise up, but you don't want to make your loved ones feel like you think you know what I'm saying? Lala says, I had a meme that said, you have changed. And I just said, thanks. Exactly. Jay-Z says it all the time. People say he's changed. And he was like, of course I have. I'm supposed to. Life is about evolution. When you're not evolving, you're dead. Some people walk around as all outdoors, alive, but dead. Free, but a slave. So I ask you, my friends, on today, are you willing to be a rebel? Are you willing to be, it's a rebel. You're going against what people say. Right, it's called growth. Exactly, La girl, we here today, girl. We are here today. Mark says, yes, I feel you. Remove myself from the situation. I just got to be bolder. Exactly. And you can do all of these things that we're discussing with ease, with the calm tone. I don't have to get mad at anyone. I don't have to do anything but say, hey guys, this no longer works for me. Thank you though. Thank you for, all the times, the good fun times. I'm loving that. I'm holding those in my heart, but I'm actually releasing this situation because it just doesn't serve where I'm going. Here's where I'm going. This doesn't match. So got to let it go quickly and walk away. and walk away. Even if you got to do that with a smile and tears falling down your face, because a lot of times it's our loved ones. It's our quote unquote BFFs. It's our mom and dad and brothers and cousins. It's those people that be doing the stuff, or the people that you've known for years. Just because I've known you for years doesn't mean that you and I have been evolving equivocally, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the moral of the story. The moral of the story, people, is you just be you and be the best version and always be evolving. And people who think that you're trying to be something else, like, who freaking cares? That is all. You cannot manage other people's emotions. Exactly. Disruptive. I'm a golden egg. I'm working on moving forward and taking no excuses. Either you're for me or against. And I don't even care what you are. I can't even manage that. My Cuban is loving your realness. So we need to keep leading. We need you. Keep leading with your light. I love it. I love it. I love it. Pretty much, guys. Tyrone, what's up? Don't dumb down or dim your light. I don't like clicks. I like people who, for who they are. I don't understand. So I understand what you said. Yeah, I don't do clicks. If you ever notice, you don't really see me clicked up with a bunch of chicks. I don't roll like that. And I more so roll with dudes but some of these dudes be clicky too. But I pretty much roll with my family. I have like a few good friends. I don't need to see you every day. I talk to you and talk like I'm just very much like that, because I don't do drama. I don't do long conversations about random stuff that don't matter. I'm just a no on all those things, unapologetically. And I think you should be too, because you just have a peaceful life. Like, I sleep so good at night. Oh my God. Last night though, I kept dreaming about these drag queens doing makeup because I fell asleep watching RuPaul drag queens. I love to watch them do their makeup. So I just kept dreaming about this one particular drag queen. And I was so like, change the dream, change the dream. That's why you have to be careful what you dream of, like what you put in your mind before you go to sleep, because I just feel like that was a waste of a dream. I like to be dreaming about good stuff, like where I'm going. I be looking at my goals and future and stuff in my dreams, child, bringing it to fruition. And last night, all I saw was the same little boy doing his makeup, but he does it so good. Oh, he does it so good. So anyway, that was my night. But I woke up excited to write for my friend about his book, Unapologetic, and I knew that it would give me the energy that I needed. Because listen, when you're writing, that's therapy. That is such good therapy. My mom always says, you can't share big dreams with small-minded people. She says they're not about to use up her brain cells. Exactly. I love your mama. It's amazing. Hey, Jackie. It's so true. So I just wanted to stop by and remind you this morning. That's the tea. The tea this morning is this here. Be yourself. Okay? And being yourself means that some people may get offended. Some people may, you know what I'm saying, think you're trying to be funny. But just know that your heart. Know that, don't try to be funny. If you need to correct yourself, correct yourself. For example, when I was just talking about Cardi B, it was so you guys can know that I be thinking through. I think through what I say, and then I seek to understand. And so instead of just making fun of someone because of the way I see them looking, let me go and listen and understand that person. And now at least I have an understanding. I don't have to be a fan. I respect and understand. And so that's it. And have expectations. Sometimes we expect people to be something that they didn't even sign up to be. So shame on me for my little random opinion. And I now retract and digress. And so whatever. I'll say that all day. Be yourself. Everything else is already taken. Exactly. Lala girl, you are on it today. Bless you. And you're so appreciated. Thank you for helping me reinvent my life. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bless all of you guys. I love you for watching. That is all. Seek to understand. Take action on who you want to be and what you want to do. Screw who has an opinion. Who cares what people think when they see you and see you with this and see you with that? Who cares? Just be boldly you. Okay? And everyone else who's for you will figure it out. I don't care who's against me. I don't have thoughts of who's not happening. Like, who cares? I don't care. One thing my daddy taught me was, child, don't care. If they're not paying your bills, if they don't have the ability to take some coins or cut something off. And so, yeah, that's pretty good muscle you should build. Love yourself. Do something good for yourself. Hi, Auntie. Do something good for yourself today. I'm going to Papados, one of my favorite places, because they have the best cocktails and they have the best food, I think. So I'm going to go there. And I'm going to luxuriate after I do a live stream at 12:15. So make sure you meet me here at 12:15. We're going to talk about the types of posts on social media that build your audience, that inspire them to take action, whether it's go to your website, whether it's go to buy something or whatever. Like I literally make a living online, and I want to show you guys how to curate your post and what types of posts you can be using. So you will have a list. So you come with your pens and paper, because I'm going to give you a list of the types of posts. So that way, when you get ready to go to social media, you can actually like go, okay, what kinds of posts, what actions do I want people to take? What kinds of posts will inspire that action? And specifically, what kinds of pictures and video posts will inspire them into action with me. So I'm going to teach you that. If you're not using social media for your business, I don't know what planet you live on, because I mean, did you guys see that group BTS? That's like a social media group. They got the social media award. They made more noise than Janet Jackson fans. This Asian group made more of a massive impact at the Billboard Music Awards on Sunday than Janet Jackson. Like whenever the camera even went near BTS, that's the name of the group. I don't know what that stands for. I don't even know who they are. I just went and Googled them shortly. But they're more popular than Janet. And then Janet is an icon. Do you guys understand the weight of this? Social media. They won an award for social media, and they have songs, and they were like doing kung fu and pop locking at the same time. I don't even know. I can't. It was like Backstreet Boys mixed with trap music, mixed with kung fu, mixed with, I was confused. And these people are more excitable than Janet. I'm gonna need all of us to be on social media. Case closed. Meet me at 12:15 Central, which is 1:15 Eastern. I'm about to go do a quick hop around and meet you guys back here in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Be you. The end. A fly. Oh my God.